The WWC, what the world is watching.
Season 5 is right around the corner, and it's not too late to do these things. Let's get into it.
600 plus days of last war grinding, battles fought, lessons learned, strategies mastered. When we talk, you level up. Welcome to the Warzone Wrecking Crew.
Welcome everybody to the WWC. QB18 here to talk to you about really a lot of the seasons that you're going into. Specifically, I'm going to talk about Season 5 because that's where we're heading. But really, I also want to just focus on any season that you're going into and talk about the importance of saving. Okay? So first, one thing that you should be saving, especially going into Season 1 and Season 5, are speed ups. Please don't use speed ups if you don't need to. Keep them around. Try to get around versus being minimum per points. Talk to your alliance about this. It's incredibly important. You have to create a lot of troops during the season, and the only way you're going to be able to do that is to use speed ups. It's not like a typical, think about how long it takes you when you run out of troops from Monday and then your next war is Friday, how many days you have. Well, when the season starts, you don't have that luxury to do that, especially Season 1 when you're fighting 24 hours, and especially Season 5 where we're going to be having a couple days where there could be 2 to 3 battles a day on multiple days. So you do not want to take that for granted and waste all your universal speed ups or your training speed ups, things like that, during now the week. So for Season 5, for those that are listening to this now, we probably have about 20 days to go. For any season, though, planning ahead. It's not about 1 week, 2 weeks, 3. This is about planning ahead to know what you need to do and how you need to save it, okay? So that's one thing, is the speed ups that we've talked about prior. A real big one that I wanted to touch on today was universal exclusives. Okay, so if we look at like my universal exclusives right now that are sitting here, I have 1,166 of them right now. We still have about 3 weeks, 4 weeks to go for this. Now, you may not have as many, you may whatever. I know in my alliance there were some low spenders talking about 3 to 4 weeks. They were able to save about 500 of them. I think this is universal if you just concentrate on saving your universal and not using them. So use your other ones that you might gather for heroes, but your universals at this point don't. And here's the reason why. I know some of you are trying to upgrade, maybe get to your first 30, whatever. But here's the importance of during the season, why we don't want to do it. So if you're going for your first team, you're going to try to push that hero. Now, the people that get the packages that are medium spenders, really, they cost, they're going to cost, really high spender, let's start with. So if you want to max out, you can max to level 14 is what the season lets you do with no universal extras or anything else. You can max your hero to level 14. That spends around $300 to just do that. So you think about, you're going to have the $5 pack, which gives you 10. You're going to get the $10 pack, which gives you 20. You're going to get the $20 pack, which gives you 40. You're going to have the $50 packs that gives you 80. And then you get the 160 for 100. And then during the season, they allow you an additional $100 for another 160. So if you want to max those out, it costs around $300. But you're only getting 500 exclusives for that $300. So going into the season, if you already had, let's say, 520 exclusives saved, you'd only have to get 50 to unlock that hero, and then you can push all of them. And think about it, you save, it's $300 to get that during the season. So if you already had them saved, you wouldn't have to spend that money. You would actually be able to get the value of holding those that everybody else has to spend money. So incredibly important, no matter what season you're going into, if you can get these universals right now, as we're into these seasons, you start moving on, they start including the universals in the train. They have universals in your mobile squads. There's universals all over the place for these exclusives. So I 100% say that it's worth it for you to take them and don't spend them. Hold them for when you're going into the season, so you can push those heroes during the season to its max, which is 14. But if you can get 1,080 of them saved, which you have to get 50. I think you're gonna have to get 50 to unlock that hero anyway. So maybe it's 1,030 universals. You get the 50 to unlock that hero, and then you are able to push that hero to level 20. With 1,080 shards, you can go from level 1 to level 20. So if you don't count the 50 initial that you need, you could talk about, you unlock the hero, you get the 50. You still 1,080 shards from level 1 to level 20. Just remember that. So that's important to save if you want to get your main team, which I always tell you, concentrate on your main squad, right? When you're in season, no better time to concentrate on that main squad. Think about it when those heroes come along that are important to you, that main squad. If you could turn that hero automatically to level 20, God, that's a huge advantage, right? Because you usually watch everybody spend all this money. You're a low spender or free to play. So I encourage you to please make sure you're doing that. And then, like I said, the speed ups are important when you go in as well to those things. So I just want to pass out that tidbit for you. Hope you have a great season, whatever season you're going into. Please send me your feedback. Let me know. Subscribe. Leave you with that. QB18 out.